Hello everyone, and welcome to the show. You know who I am, and I hate all of you. Meow. Whoa, Susie, there's no need for you to be like that. Well, of course there's a need for me to be like that, so there. Meow. Hello everybody, and welcome to yet another glorious Thursday here at Tea and Tolkien Thursdays, which is the property of LPS Princess Toy Nerd Studios. I'm Tierra. I'm Susie. I'm Humphrey. And I'm Kerrie. And we're here today to bring to you the latest in Tolkien news. Humphrey. Yes? Wouldn't you say that we should just break this whole thing up into individual segments so we don't get lost? That's right. First, let's start off with this little segment that we like to call... What are we calling it? Tolkien on Amazon Prime. Alright, let's get it started. Alright. Well, the United States is still in lockdown. New Zealand is picking itself back up and getting into the swing of things by producing that Tolkien show that we're still waiting for. Well, at this rate, it'll be 2021 when we get it. Does it matter? Yes, because we're gonna make 2020 and beyond the decade we made Tolkien relevant again. Yeah. I mean, we first started out with Lord of the Rings in the 2000s. And then we continued with The Hobbit. Yeah. But then now we are moving on to Tolkien on Amazon Prime. So, let us hope that they stay faithful to the source, but, and not only that, there will be no Faramir's. Wow, Humphrey, you don't like them? Well, I did a little bit of poll casting, and a lot of guys out there said they didn't like Faramir. Like, he's such a wuss. Why doesn't he stand up to his dad or something like that? Okay? He comes off as too pushover-y. And then, of course, more than a few girls roll their eyes at Eowyn and Faramir being a couple, which puts them pretty low on the totem pole of popular couples. I'm like, they even had Arwen and Aragorn. They're like the leading couple. And then even they came from a famous couple. I mean, even Legolas and Gimli made the list, and they're actually brothers in arms. Of course. That's right. That's what we're getting right now. Oh, and another thing. Let us stay faithful to the source and don't put any politics in there. Because the second you do, that's when the show goes kaput. We've seen it happen in comics. We've seen it happen in movies and TV shows. Let's not do that to Tolkien. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna be like Stanley and go, "Don't make me come down there, you punk." Ooh, yeah. And that's that. Well, guys, I think it's time we move on to the next segment in our show, which we're going to call Trailers. Okay, everybody. Today's trailer comes courtesy of Dune the movie. Yay! And I have yet to read Dune. But is it worth watching if you never read the books? I know a lot of fans demand that the movie show fidelity to the books, but sometimes, though, the books can contain things and people that just aren't really necessary to include in the movie. Yeah, like if they try to include everything that happened in Lord of the Rings, it would take forever, and it would get boring rather quick. So, some things have to be cut out, just for the sake of the plot. Yeah, remember folks, We may need fidelity to Tolkien, but don't try to cram everything he had into the show. Yeah, it gets boring quick. It's not funny. It doesn't sound fun. And when you think about it, it just doesn't make reading the books all that exciting if everything that happened in the book happened on the screen. So there you have it. Okay, everybody. We're going to move on to yet another segment, which is all about... About what? What's it about? Oh, we're moving on to... What's your opinion about the upcoming movies? Okay. So, you gotta ask yourself, is video on demand the way to go in this day and age? I don't know. They said Mulan was kind of a letdown. I mean, but to all those who whine, it's not like the cartoon. I got this to say. You're not suited for the adult role. Wait, let me start again. You're not suited. Okay, let's do this again. You're unsuited for the adult role. So pack up, go home, you're through. 'Cause I will not make a man out of you. Good job. Thank you. So that's it. To all those who don't like it, you're just not suitable for being an adult. So what does that mean? Pack up, go home, you're through. I'm like, go home, you're done, you're finished. How am I going to make a man? How can you appreciate the new when you're clinging on to the old? Yep. But then we're hearing rumors now that Black Widow could go this round. Well, if things keep up, all our movies will have to be on demand. And it just won't be as much fun as when we go to the theaters. We go to the theaters to watch movies in a big black room with many other people. Yes. First of all, let's stay at home thing was great. But then, of course, you're going to admit you need to get out of the house. That's right. And, well, so for all those who don't like the movie, well, I got a solution. Don't watch it. Of course, though, at the same time, though, The Mandalorian's coming back in October. Yeah. Wait a minute, The Mandalorian's coming back in October? Oh, yeah. He's coming back in October for season 2. Well, we have yet to finish season 1. Come on. We already promised we would review the show as we see it. We don't really have a set timetable for it because, well, do we really need one? No. Exactly. Okay, everybody. So, Black Widow could go the VOD route. Yeah. And hopefully they better hurry up and finish Falcon and the Winter Soldier because, come on now, Sam Wilson's our Captain America. Yeah, which reminds me, we gotta go on to the next segment, which is called... what's it called? The Falcon Winter Soldier. Okay. And what's the story behind that? Okay. I like how you are dividing everything into segments. Yeah. Let's just hope they show up on the actual podcast itself. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to go to good old reliable Wikipedia for this one. What? We're looking up USA. Really? U.S. agent. Okay. So, okay. It says here, according to good old reliable Wikipedia, that John Walker is a fictional superhero appearing in Marvel Comics, and he is a Captain America-centric character, even though he has been known to join up with the Avengers from time to time. Well, he was once the bad guy known as the Patriot. And then they call him the new incarnation of Captain America and U.S. agent. So let's see what his temperament is like. So he is like one of the superpowered Avengers. Oh yeah. So he is he once was part of the West Coast Avengers, Secret Defenders, Dark Avengers, Commissioner of Superhero Activities. I mean, you know what? Maybe I ought to put the link in the description so people can read it for themselves. And his companion, his partner, is Battlestar. Huh. Battlestar? Great, now they're trying to replicate what Steve had with Bucky by hiring some guy called Battlestar? Yeah. Wow. People ain't got no imagination. I know, right? So here's the tale of one guy who will be known as John Walker in the Falcon Winter Soldier. Where is he? He was born and raised in Custer's Grove, Georgia. His big brother was a helicopter pilot who died in the Vietnam War. So John wanted to be like his brother because, tell me, what normal person doesn't want to be like their big brother? And then what happened? Well, unfortunately, by the time he signed up for the military, peace had broken out in America. Oh, yeah, peace broke out. Ooh, that's terrible. So he left the army, met up with some guy called Power Broker, and booyah, he and this one friend who we met up got powers. And now he decided he wanted to be a wrestler, but he met some guy who told him, be a superhero. And he did. And of course, and that's where all the trouble with Captain America began. Ooh, let me see. Oh, it says that when he went to Central Park, he said some things about Captain America that are extremely questionable. Yeah, unquestionable. And then 3 angry supporters attack him. And they call themselves the Buckies, which stands for Bold Urban Commandos. Wasn't Steve a Howling Commando? He was the leader of the Howling Commandos. Bucky was a Howling Commando, in case you forgot. Yeah. And then finally he says, go first. So Steve comes on and says, dude, can you not use the Buckies anymore? Because anybody who was there could have been hurt. And he's like, no. My actions are justified, and you're outdated. Oh no, he did not just go there. Oh, he went there. Oh, darn. If it were me, I would have punched him in the face. And then, of course, he said, I challenge you. He's like, no. I challenge you. No. And then Super Patriot tries to beat him up. But then guess what? Unfortunately, wow, Super Patriot has all the right stuff. He doesn't have the experience that Steve had. And so he says, I win. And he's like, the fight was a draw because nobody went down during the fight. Technically, no one went down during the fight. And now, so he may have the superior strength and stamina, but he doesn't have the experience. Yeah. Did he ever go up against Red Skull and beat him up? And I'm pretty sure that he never participated in any wars and gets ugly space races. Space races. And then guess what? He takes down a bad guy and knocks him down. And then, of course, that guy is so humiliated. He's like, I'm going to go down like a man. And he kills himself. Really? So you rather kill yourself than admit that you were defeated by some guy acting like Captain America? Surprise, he is a celebrity though. He becomes famous. And so, really? What happened? Steve, of course, later on, Steve is like, you know what? I'm not going to register myself as a superhero. I'm out. So he becomes so then he's out. And then he's like, and then everyone's like, okay, here we go. Look, we got Nick Fury and Sam Wilson. one of these two needs to be the new Captain America. He's like, well, first of all, Nick Fury is too old and there's no way he wants to give that up. And they said, second is like, are we sure we want a black guy as Captain America? Yeah, which is kind of what we're going to get in the show. Because they're wondering, are we really ready for a black Captain America? I mean, he may have all the right stuff, and he may have the experience, but do we really want that? Are we ready for it? So, Valerie Cooper says, hey, let's make John Walker the new Captain America. But he works for us. It's like, aww, do I have to not be super patriot more? It's like, yep. Come on, you're going to be Captain America. Relax. Loosen up. You're Captain America now. It's like, and then he's like, okay, if Uncle Sam wanted me to, but I do it. So, he was forced to quit. He was supposed to quit his day job. And, of course, only one of his companions, named Lamar Hoskins, can stay with him because the other members of the team didn't pass background checks. So we're going to assume that Lamar Hoskins is Battlestar. Okay. So now they're trying to make him Bucky. Yeah, they're trying to replicate Bucky. So he learned how to fight. First, he taught him First, he had to be a hero. And of course, they're like, he's like, you know what? So, you know what? Some of the things you're having me do, that's not something Captain America would do. Yeah. He's like, look, my uniform inspires, not terrifies. This ain't righteous. Come on. Is this your Captain America? Captain America is supposed to be a hero, not the bad guy. He tried to be more like Steve, but he was a little too brutal. Yeah. And then once upon a time, he accidentally beat someone to death. Whoops. Yeah, that must have been sad. And he accidentally beat up some group of mutants, and a lot of them were badly hurt. And then, of course, though, two members of his rejected group out his parents to the press, and his parents died. Yep. And then, of course, he has a mental breakdown. Really? Oh, man. That's just bad. And then, of course, let's not even get started with Steve Rogers as Hydra storyline, okay? Let's not. Okay, so what about Steve? He calls himself the Captain. And he wore a very bad suit. I'm like, yeah, that seems so stupid because he left his chest, like, completely exposed. Ugh, cover your heroes up, please. Yeah, cover up. And then, of course, though, so he ends up giving it up. So he ends up giving it. Yes, he eventually gives it up and goes back to Steve, becomes Captain America all over again, and Walker eventually fakes his death. So then, of course, other stories have him being U.S. agent and joining the West Coast Avengers, but that's a different story. So, now there we have it. John Walker they say he got into a fight. Yeah, his new team didn't get along. Okay, here we go. So, what does this mean for the new Falcon and Winter Soldier series? So, we gotta ask ourselves one thing. Will John Walker and Sam Wilson get along, or are they going to be in each other's throats like they were in the comics? Well, this story will be resolved once we get the Falcon and Winter Soldier on Disney Plus. Yesterday, we celebrated Star Trek Day. Yes! Well, guess what? The incredible staying power of Star Trek is real. I mean, although we titled the chapter Celebrity Gossip, it's all about Star Trek today. Yep. Come on. Real fans love Star Trek. Yeah, because come on. It's like an intergalactic road trip where you have jobs to do. Everybody's got their job to do. And not only does everyone have a job to do, they get into all sorts of hijinks while their mission was supposed to be about, it's supposed to be a 5-year journey to seek out new, oh, great, I just noticed my microphone wasn't fully plugged in yet. I know, the wonders of modern technology. Yep, but don't worry, we won't have to worry about that in the 23rd century, so, here we go. So, as we said before, look, here's what we get. What? Star Trek. And the first Star Trek, the original Star Trek, is awesome. Like, isn't it great? I mean, it is great. So, we're giving you a very big. So, let me tell you something. Now, in this story, we first get Captain Kirk, who is very unflappable, and he goes on missions. I mean, he on a number of occasions flirts with various women. Oh, excuse me. Then we have Spock, who is part human, part Vulcan, all awesome. Bones, the real McCoy. You're her, sending all them vibes on all frequencies. Sulu, deadly at the helm. Yeah, he's very good at driving, but he's 10 times deadlier with a fencing blade. Run! I mean, come on. How can we not forget George Takei running around without a shirt on and waving his sword around, chasing everyone? Chekhov. Yeah, don't let his cute looks fool you. This Russian knows how to pack a punch. Come on. He was pretty mad. Yeah, he was pretty mad when he's like, Captain, it's like, Scotty, did you hear what that Klingon said about the captain? And then, come on. That was also one of the few reasons why they had that bar fight. Somebody couldn't keep their mouth shut. And Scotty, who will give it all he's got. Yes. And then we have all kinds of recurring characters on the Enterprise who they interact with. Yeah, of course though, that Klingon that opened his mouth and insulted the Enterprise, yeah, had Scotty seeing red. Red? Let me tell you something. So remember folks, what? What is it? So remember, if you want to do science fiction, you gotta do Star Trek, you gotta honor it for the science fiction stuff that it is. How it changed the face of science fiction. Forever. Okay, so here's another. So now we got some more gossip. The Kardashians are pulling the plug on their show. Yeah. Woo! Hey, come on guys. All good things have to come to an end someday. And we're not immune to that. Yeah. So, and that's that. Of course, Come on. You have to love them. Come on. They make your own family look normal. No, they don't. They're not exactly a normal family, and neither is yours. Yeah, no family is normal. What might be normal for you is offensive to other people. And if you're offended because of Kardashians, check yourself in the mirror. Yeah. Check your skull. Yeah, or even better, go home and rethink your life. Oh, and another thing though. Well, we have some sad news from the world of Game of Thrones. The woman who played the scheming grandma on Game of Thrones died. Yeah, her name was Diana Rigg. And, what is she? She was 82. What? Yeah, she's terrible. Yep, she died quietly. She was terrifying. Let me tell you something. We're not going to see the likes of her again. No. You get all them beautiful actresses out there. A lot of them who can still hold on to their beauty for after all them years. Yeah. Well. But come on. She was an Avengers. What was she? Oh, she was. And this time, it wasn't the superhero Avengers. It was the spy series Avengers. And she was also a Bond girl. What happened? Well, she did run off and get married to James Bond, but yeah, it doesn't really work. But she was the grandma. The grandma. The terrifying grandma. Whew, you don't want to mess with her. It's so sad. Which is, we won't be seeing the likes of her again. Which is a tragedy. Yeah, but let's be grateful. Let's be grateful that she had her life. Yeah, and all that implies. Okay, and another thing. What is it? Okay, one more thing. The Golden Girls got a reboot. And whoever did that, whoever played the main girls, should get an award. No, they all deserve an award. I'm pretty sure people will be clamoring for a remake. But you can't replace the originals. We'll leave that up to your discretion. Because, come on. We should do a parody of the Golden Girls. You're a guy. I don't know. I think I might make a convincing Sophia. Shut it, Humphrey. I'm going to be Sophia. Kerrie could be... well, you're more like Rose. Tierra is kind of like Dorothy. Oh, great. I thought I was like Rose. Well, somebody has to be Blanche. Yeah. Come on. So, for 173 episodes, the Golden Girls entertained the world. I mean, even royalty was entertained by the Golden Girls. Mainly in the form of the Queen Mother, the Queen's mom, who loved the show very much. Come on. When you get to the point where you entertain royalty, that's when you know you've made it in the business. And that's that. Oh, and another thing. Well, tomorrow is September 11th Remembrance Day, which means there will be no new videos on the channel tomorrow. Well, Duchess will probably be able to cover that in her video vlog. Yeah, that she is keeping an eye on us on this channel. So, we just need to put it out there. There will be no new videos. This is September 11th, 2020, and we're like 19 years into this terrible attacks. So remember, I implore you with a challenge. Stay off YouTube for the next 24 hours. Even though, we'll be participating in the challenge. Everybody else isn't. Because, well, they're... Oh, hey guys. Hey, Duchess.
Oh, hi guys. I just want to let you all know that we're going to do a reading of the script that I had written years ago, which is What If the Attacks Never Happened?
Oh, come on.
Guys, I urge you all to participate.
I thought we sent no YouTube videos on that day.
Yes, I did say YouTube videos on that day. And it's going to be only one, and that's going to be that. We're going to talk about how the attacks could have been prevented and how a group of fictional cousins had one little job, and they let the nation down.
Ugh. Oh, man. How would people do that? The ultimate you have one job. I mean...
And there you have it. Okay, everybody. Now it's time to say our goodbyes. Thank you all for tuning in to this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it.
And if you did, make sure to leave a like on this video. And Logan!
Great. Just as we got through an entire episode, he shows up.
That's right. I really didn't appreciate you putting that big giant colorful cube in my way and forcing me to solve it. Oh, look at that. Loki solved the Rubik's Cube in less than 10 minutes.
Right.
And then it disassembled itself and I had to start all over again. And as punishment, I'm going to have to mess up your podcast.
Oh, great. Looks like we're going to have to cut this short.
Yeah, all I can say is this.
Oh, come on, Loki.
I own this podcast. The podcast is over, so mayhem.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, and if you guys try to leave me out of your podcast again, I will do far more damage. Me